Hello and welcome to Design or Design. My name is Maria and it's been a while. It's been 3 months, maybe a little more, but I'm back. I've decided to put pauses in between my fashion trend reports. Whenever I try to fill those pauses, that content does not go out at all, and it seems like I'm wasting my time, but then I need to concentrate on my studies. Anyways, a long speech ended. We're going to be talking about some of the fashion trends for spring, summer 2023. Very exciting. And today we're going to be talking about color trends, particularly in this video because it would have been a very long video. Otherwise, we're going to be talking about the warmer shades, tones, you name it. Without any further ado, let's just get started with the reds. First color that I'll be talking about is the fiery red, which is mentioned as a supercharged red tone, signaling an energetic intensity. We see it more of a deeper red, and this is from the New York Fashion Week color palette. We have it in many shows, and come on, red is always going to be a color that is included in the runways. Doesn't really matter what tone. This might be considered a little bit of a cooler tone comparing to the next red that I'm going to be talking about. Other than that, it's been featured in many different shows, and red is one of my favorite colors. All right, let's move on to the other red, and it is called the cherry tomato. Tempting red that calls out for attention. This one is considered a little bit more warmer, as it is a little bit more on the orangey side, and this one is from the London color palette, and it's been featured in many different shows, not particularly only in London Week shows, but other ones too. You don't have to be super particular, but the thing about reds is you need to figure out what's your skin tone and which red is going to work out for your skin tone the best. For instance, if you're more of a warmer tone, then you should go for a little bit more of an orange red rather than a closer to like a deep, maybe burgundy or purple. That would be more of a cooler red. So yes, you could still wear shades that might not be considered your true palette. Let's continue on with the orange, going to that rainbow. Yes, that is what we're gonna do. All right, back to the New York Fashion Week color palette, and we have the Tangelo, a tangy, tasty vitamin enriched orange. It's very bright, very saturated, and it is definitely more for the warmer tone skin type. The only thing is, if your skin tone has a lot of orange as its base, then it might kind of wash you out a little bit, just because it kind of like will blend into your skin. You just need to be careful about that. But other than that, it's a very beautiful, vibrant color, and it's been featured in like in a monochrome outfits, as well as part of some patterns, like in Brace of Vanessa, such bright 60s 70s patterns, as well as in Sport Mag, kind of a modern ones, as well as in Diesel Show. All right, moving on to a little bit of kind of a peachy color. So we have these shades in both the New York Fashion Week as well as in London Fashion Week. One of them is peach pink. Nurturing peach tone invites you in for a warm embrace, and the other one being the persimmon, a silky honey shaded coral. From the swatches, they're very similar, and once again we have this color in a variety of shows. They're very bright, peachy coral tones that kind of scream summer and spring, don't they? I really like them. I don't particularly wear a lot of them just because what I mentioned, I have a lot of that undertone in my skin, so it kind of washes me out. By the way, if you have neutral skin tone, then you can wear any of these colors, and if you love a color, in just a little bit I will let you know how you can introduce that into your wardrobe without losing that brightness of it or it fighting with your skin tone. Let's go into more of a yellowish orange, and we have the iced mango, a fruity orange with a tropical touch. And this one is from the London Fashion Week color palette, and we have it in a lot of different colors. Sometimes it's being a little bit more neutral, like in the Balmain show. We also have it nice and bright, like in Diesel and a variety of other shows. Once again, it being part of a pattern or just standing on its own. And I just want to make a little note that sometimes because of lighting, colors might look a little bit different in different shows, so it's completely okay. And what I'm doing this for is for you to figure out what you can rewear out of your closet, maybe put away and just keep it for the next season, or maybe a new way of styling that color together. All right, let's move on to the yellows, and we have some very bright, colorful, like almost neon yellows. So we have two similar shades from both of the fashion weeks. We have the blazing yellow, a heated radiant beam of sunshine in the London Fashion Week, and we also have an empire yellow, a luminescent yellow that radiates joyfulness. It looks a little bit on a greenish side, being kind of in neon yellow, but nevertheless we have majority of fashion shows having that color, maybe some of them having a hue of that color, making it lighter, maybe just on its own, but lots of that bright yellow shades on the runways. I generally don't wear yellow. I don't know why. Maybe it fights with my personality a little bit. It's like I'm already happy enough, I don't need to show it. We have some beautiful examples in Roberta Cavalli, as well as Stella McCartney shows, Eula Johnson having a lot of that color, as well as Valentino. This season they decided to reach out into different colors other than the crazy pink color. Versace, as well as Lanvin, a lot of representation on the runways. We have some beautiful Jacquemus pieces, more of like a sandy yellow color, and it being paired with oranges and purples and beiges on the runways. So if you are a fan of yellow color, then this is your bet. All right, the next one we're going to be talking about are the really bright greens, and we have two once again. So one of them being Lovebird from the New York Fashion Week, an exotic green with a lively character. And the other one, we have the Titanite, an enlivening and lustrous yellow green. Half of the words I don't understand, but that's okay. We see this greenish yellow in a lot of shows, and it seems to be one of the colors that is quite popular in the previous seasons as well. We have so many greens on the runways, as well as in street style bloggers. We're going to be talking about another green, and these are on a warmer side just because they have that yellow mixed in there. We have this paired in Fendi cruise show with purples. We have some of these paired with orange, just very bright, intense color that you can play around with. It can look very chic as well. You don't have to be all colored up in order to wear it, like we have it in Michael Kors. Sport Max has very vibrant shades of them as well, and very beautiful. And you guys, if you love this color and it just does not look good on your skin tone, but you still want to wear it, then my advice to you is wear it on the bottom of your outfit, or maybe as part of a print. Maybe just white top and have that bright green bottoms. That would be awesome. Maybe just have that bright green as part of a print pattern that is farther away from your face, or maybe it's not being a primary color, maybe it's being like 10% of the whole print. Then you could introduce it to your wardrobes like that. If you're enjoying this content so far, please consider to like this video and subscribe to this channel. I am hoping to grow so I can do this on a regular basis and not wait for 3 months for the new content, but maybe start diving into the cruise shows or maybe the haute couture shows and make a living out of this. All right, well, after all of that, thank you. Now let's talk about the super popular green color that we have seen already. I have a few items of that color myself at the moment, and it is more of like brighter green color that was part of both of the fashion weeks. We have Indian token, an exotic green suggestive of a highland forest, being part of the London color palette. And we have the classic green, a nourishing green imbued with health-giving qualities. We've seen them before, as I mentioned. We have had them in a previous season, or maybe even two, something like just fresh green grass or maybe a green apple. These are fantastic for accessories. And yes, I forgot to mention, if you love this color and it does not go well with your skin tone, think of using that in accessories like handbags or maybe even shoes, something, once again, far from your face. It's a beautiful color pop in any outfit. It can be just like a single bag in that color, or maybe just the shoes in that color, or having like maybe it in the print like in Gucci. But anyways, let's move on to more of a neutral green, leek green, which we saw in New York Fashion Week, a vegetable green with a subtle flavor. So we have it completely more of on a neutral side of things. It is very earthy. It's not a super overpowering. It's been styled as monochromatic outfits as well as in more of like darker outfits with black or browns. We also see it in patterns, or maybe a little bit of a lighter shade of it, going maybe a little bit more into all of the colors. I feel like this is a very safe color to use in everyday life. It is very easy to style. Right, let's move on to the browns. We have Mocha Mousse, a sweet milk chocolate brown, with which we've seen in London Fashion Week. We have this color in Balmain, in silks, and in more of her rougher textures. We also have it in Bottega Veneta, in leathers. We also have this in Etro show, in Fendi cruise shows, as well as the spring summer. We have a lot of it on the runways, and it's a beautiful shade, very neutral. We have this brown paired with orange, sometimes even blue, and even with pink, bright oranges, and it looks really beautiful, really fresh with those color pops. You can bravely wear this instead of black, or maybe combined with black. Who said that you can't mix brown and black? Just look at Fendi, their whole thing is that color, but maybe not on this time around. We also have it in like beautiful dresses and beautiful suits. Etra had a pink, brown, green, and yellow dress. Not my favorite color combination, but here it is. All right, let's talk about maybe a little bit on a lighter brown tone. A macchiato, a delectable brown with a light layer of faux. It is an excellent neutral tone that I kind of mixed in with other ones, but it's pretty neutral, pretty wearable color that I think would be part of anybody's style and not at all frightening to wear. And I feel like a lot of people already have this in their closets. I have a lot of trench coats here, maybe some dresses in those colors, some of them flowing, some of them more bodycon dresses, and monochromatic outfits, and even some pairing them with really weird colors like Louis Vuitton. All right, finally we have more of that very subtle beige color, and we have two of them for each show. A tender peach, a delicate peach with a gentle touch from the London Fashion Week, as well as the vanilla cream, a soft and delicious creamy tone. These came off as an off-white kind of tones, maybe a little bit closer to the trench coat colors than the previous one. We have it in a variety of shows, mixed in more with other neutral colors, but it could still have some color pops with them as well. We have some amazing examples in Alexander McQueen. Rock had, like, I am a fan of them, like seriously, just I would wear almost anything. Jacquemus had some variety to it, where they have paired it with some very light lilac purples and other tones of brown and maybe a little bit of blue. But here you go, you guys. This completes the first half of the colors, and I am very excited to figure out what I can keep in my closet for this season and what I should take out. I am swaying to more of color pops for some reason, having like more of neutral base with some pops of colors. If you guys don't know what your skin tone is, you can check out my video that I've made a long time ago. It's all about how to figure out what skin tone you have. Is it a more cooler or a warmer skin undertones, or maybe you're neutral? In that way you can wear any colors whatsoever. And of course, if you love a color and it does not match your skin as well as others, you can still wear it by doing something like wearing it as a bottom or having it in the print somewhere. Like for instance, I'm not a biggest fan of wearing yellows, but I still have some yellow in this dress, but it's just a very small proportion, and that is how I can wear it. Also in accessories that are far from your face, like maybe a clutch or a bag or maybe a pair of shoes. If you guys want to learn how to style colors together, I am an ambassador for Skillshare, so if you want to check them out, if you do sign up through my link, I do get a little bit of a commission. I find it very helpful in when I would like to learn a new subject or master something in particular. They have really cool videos about almost anything. If you enjoyed this video, please consider to subscribe if you aren't already. Like if you watched it all the way to the end, why not? Just like, why not? Comment down below what color is something you would like to try but just haven't gotten around to it. And yeah, thank you for watching for so long. Yes, I really appreciate it. Have a great day. Stay classy. Bye.